down for this offense. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been... run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in there.
Pass on the way, it's picked off! Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Pulls it, fired complete. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from...
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so good.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he's knocked down. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And, Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on second down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell, sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The hand to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They go to the ground. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Utah, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Showing off the arms. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now on the option. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's back to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Dogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Feeling some heat. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on third and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here on 2nd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the grab over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And he could not get loose on the run. Georgia going up tempo. The give to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 28 to East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Trying to get to him. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Wide open. He makes the catch. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now adjusting. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback will audible. dialing up a second down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Briggs.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He's going to look for a man on third and short. He finds his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That's the first down for the offense.
He'll keep it on the draw. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes a connection. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He leaves it with the back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Makes his connection. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Movement here from the tight end. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Here we go.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Second down after that incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Cut.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long with different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics.
He's going to try to get it all here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now, time for the fourth quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? You can be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Utes will hustle to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Quick strike complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On the move, it's Briggs. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Briggs. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. We reached... And this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
Get set.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Running to the left. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. On the option. Now the toss. Running with power. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Steps away to find some room. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the call.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolute